The house was quiet, too quiet. Sarah sat alone in the dark living room, the only light coming from the flickering TV screen. She wasn't watching, though. Her eyes were glued to the baby monitor on the coffee table. A soft, rhythmic breathing filled the speaker. Her baby, Emily, was fast asleep. Then a noise, a faint scratching sound like nails on wood, cut through Emily's gentle breaths. Sarah's breath hitched. She leaned closer to the monitor, her heart pounding. The scratching came again, louder this time. It seemed to be coming from inside the nursery. Fear coiled in Sarah's stomach. She knew that sound. It was the sound of something moving inside the wall. She told herself it was nothing, maybe a loose branch scraping against the house. But deep down, a chilling certainty gripped her. Something was wrong. She crept down the hallway, each step echoing in the silence. The scratching grew louder, more insistent. Shadows danced on the walls, cast by the nightlight plugged into the hallway outlet. They seemed to writhe and twist as she walked by, taking on monstrous shapes. Sarah's hand trembled as she reached for the nursery doorknob. It was ice cold to the touch. Taking a deep breath, Sarah pushed the door open. The scratching stopped. The nursery was bathed in the soft glow of the nightlight. Stuffed animals sat perched on a rocking chair, their glass eyes gleaming in the darkness. But the crib was empty. Panic surged through Sarah. She scanned the room frantically, her eyes searching every corner. "Emily," she whispered, her voice trembling. Silence. Then she felt it, a cold breath on the back of her neck. It carried the stench of mildew and decay. She spun around, her eyes wide with terror. Standing in the doorway, bathed in the pale moonlight from the hallway, was a figure. Tall, skeletal, with long, sharp claws. Its eyes glowed an eerie red in the darkness. Sarah gasped, her blood turning to ice. She stumbled back, her hand reaching for the light switch, but the switch wouldn't budge. It was as if an unseen force held it in place. The figure took a step towards her, its claws scraping against the hardwood floor. Its grin widened, revealing rows of razor-sharp teeth. Sarah was trapped, and she knew, with a sickening certainty, that this was only the beginning of her nightmare. The last thing she saw before the shadows swallowed her whole was the baby monitor on the dresser. The screen flickered, and for a fleeting moment she could have sworn she saw the figure, holding Emily in its claws.